Good morning. I'm back. Hopefully for a uneventful live. I'm going to test out the sound with the girls. Let me know what you're hearing. I'm going to touch the table. I'm going to touch my phone. I'm going to put my phone up here, do all these kind of things and see how it sounds. Put it down here. I know there's 10 of you here already. Woohoo! I sound like a New Yorker. Well, I want to tell you something there, Lori Gray. I live in New York. Oh, my goodness. You don't hear any buzzing? No buzzing? Hi, Frida, Brenda, Sherry, Sharon, Melissa, Alice, Christina, Hope. Good morning. Hi, Annette. Oh, my. It didn't say that more people were here than 10. How is that possible? I just said 10 names. Okay. Well, 6:55 a.m. and you are up to watch me. Come on now. That's a good thing. Good morning. Oh, I hope we can get through this with just fun and no technical problems. Hi, Latoya. Morning, everyone. So topics today, well, we're going to do the second part of your Outlander-inspired knitted capelet, which is right behind me. You know, Claire had to get in there and steal the show. It's all done. Halfway through the show, I'm going to bring it closer. But right now, for this half, I'm going to leave it over there so everyone can see when I thought of it and I started writing it and working on it. This is my thought of what it would look like. I tried to make it look like the photo that I saw. It's Claire's daughter when she was meeting Jamie for the first time. She had something on similar, and that's my impression of that. So if you are doing this, tell me how far you are. I'd like to know if we should be going another, well, you're going to go a whole nother week, yes, but maybe we should go 3 weeks, and I'm not sure. Hi, Linda. Hi, Karen. Ravini. I know some of you put a picture up, so I know that a lot of you have gone to the 28 to 29. All right, so what else are we going to do today? Well, I have 2 giveaways. I have a jewelry giveaway that I promised you. And then I'm going to let you have some flowers yarn. 2 of these are in the colorway Hydrangea. No, one of these is in the colorway Hydrangea. The other 2 are in the color Cascade, but they do go well together. That'll be later on. And I have a finish to show you from yesterday, other than the capelet. And then I'm sorry, I am having an allergy attack this morning, and I'm stuffed up, and it goes into my eye. And so I popped in a cough drop. I'm hoping that within 5 or 10 minutes it will pass, and we will be able to talk. But yeah. Anyway, spring is trying to pop out, I think. It's not going to here. You know we're going to get more snow, but I'm just... we also have a small haul from Michael's from last night. And we have Smile Mail all the way from Maine, from Al Gray. And I haven't opened it. So we will both, all of us will be surprised together with that. So no matter what happens, even if I get kicked out, I will come back and I will do all those things. No matter what. I don't care how long it takes. So grab a cup and join me, and we'll get on with the instructions for the next part of the capelet. Okay, so everybody's telling me that they aren't to the 28 inches yet. So that's okay, because like I said, originally I was going to do 3 weeks. And we'll talk about it every time we do something together. We'll see if the majority has, pretty much finished it or not. And then we'll extend it another week. Why not? Hi, Granny D. Hi, Lori. Hi, Cynthia. Everybody's showing up. I got 22. Did the announcement go out? I hope so. Last time, it was really good. It came right out within minutes. Thank you. Granny D, you are such a sweetheart. Shouting me out yesterday. That was so nice. I got a few new members since then because, of course, I'm looking for that 800 number. Put out a video. If you haven't seen it, go back and check for that 800 thank you video. It's for a giveaway. Yeah, secret. And yesterday, Friday, I did a swap with Rose, and I did a video on that, and that was fun. Rose is cool. So all right, so what are we doing? Okay, so if you did 28 inches, and then this is where you want to try on that cowl, that scarf, that capelet, whatever you want to call it. At that point, what in my head, the two pieces were stretch over each other to button it so that the actual material was being stretched. That was what I wanted to happen in my head. So I said around 28, 29 inches. At that point, you want to try it on and you want to decide how you want it to look. So that will make a difference on how many more inches you add to it. I did add about another inch to mine. So I went about 29 inches. You had a bomb diggity. Okay, so at the desired length, when you wrap it around you, now you will decide, okay, it's long enough. And then you're going to do, okay, where am I? A button row. The very next row will be a button row. So what I did was I decided what side of the material looked like the front side to me. And okay, so you would want to be on the wrong side at the time you're going to do the button row. So knit until you have the wrong side toward you. You're starting the wrong side, and do about 7 inches or 7 knit stitches. So I did 7 because it was just about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. And then I did a yarn over and knit 2 together. That makes a buttonhole. So all you do is before you go into the knit, you yarn over, leave it on your needle, pinch it, and then knit 2 stitches together. You will still have 40 stitches, but it will make a hole there. Then you finish off the row with the knit. That's all. That's all you're going to do for that row. The next row will be knit again, because this is all garter stitch. It's all knitting rows. You will knit for 12 rows. And then after 12 rows, you will do another buttonhole row. So your buttonhole rows, you'll do 2 of them, and they'll be 12 rows apart. So you're going to have to keep track of how many rows you do in between. Now you can do them. You can do it wider if you want to, but this is what I did. Then after you do your second buttonhole row, then you will knit 8 more rows. No. Okay, I'm going to go back because even Debbie was confused. What I said was you were going to knit a button row. After your 29 inches, you're going to knit a button row, and that button row will have 7 knit stitches, a yarn over, knit 2 together, which is your buttonhole, knit for the rest of the row. Then you're going to knit for 12 rows. The 12 rows will be in between the 2 buttonholes. So you'll be knitting 12 rows, approximately 1.5 inches or 2 inches. Then you'll do your second button row. Your second button row will be exactly like your first one. And then the last section will be knit 8 more rows and then bind off. So I will put those last instructions in the post after the show today. And then I'm going to talk about it again after we get to the second half of the show. I'm going to take it off and I'm going to actually show you and repeat what I just said with the capelet in my hands. So let's get on to what kind of jewelry do I have today. All right, so what I brought out last week was a piece of paparazzi jewelry, and that jewelry was what I used to sell, and I have a lot of it. So I've included it here in my lives. If you don't want to win the jewelry, then don't enter, but I am going to be giving it away because it's stupid to keep it in a box here. So that's my impression. Okay, so today I have another necklace set. This was a very tiny one. It's very dainty and very tiny. And this one has a bar. I wonder if I need something white on there. And then there's a set of earrings to match. And it is very dark blue. This could be almost a sapphire. Well, yeah, it is. It's a sapphire color. So I'm going to mark the chat, or, well, I can probably, what I'll do is I'll let Deb mark the chat. Deb mark the chat, and then if you want to win the jewelry today, write in the comments jewelry in between the marks, and we will draw a winner. And then I added this ring to go with the sapphire necklace and earrings. So this ring is what paparazzi has rings that stretch in the back, so they fit a lot of people. So that's just a cosmetic ring, or I'm not sure exactly what you would call cosmetic jewelry, but they are lead and nickel free. And I'm not selling jewelry. I'm just giving this away today. So if you want to win, write jewelry in the comments, and I will send this out tomorrow to the winner. And it's a set of earrings. Now you could, like Lori Gray said, if you win something that has beads or jewelry, you could take this apart and you could make stitch markers out of this. if you really wanted to. Would it hurt my feelings? Heck no. So if it's something you want, write jewelry in the comments, and Deb's going to pick a winner. And I'm going to go on and tell you about what I was working on yesterday. So that's that. Okay, so I had some leftover Karen Simply Soft. No, I don't use that. Not much. I always send that to Stephanie. No, I was using latte cakes. I made a snowman sweater out of it in December. Well, I had some left over and it was sitting up there, and I'm like, that might make a good. Okay, Deb marked the chat, so she'll be off letting us know in a minute who won the jewelry. So I wanted to use this latte cakes for making a lovey. So I made one yesterday. Well, I had it started, but I finished it up. And how soft the latte cakes makes these loveys. Oh my gosh, you guys. How soft that is. Now, what I did was I started with Z's little idea with the hair tie. And I started with an H hook. And after I got about 3 rows, I changed to an I hook just to loosen it just a little bit. Okay, and then this one is a bunny for Easter. So, hi everybody just joining us. So yeah, I've got 2 bunnies. I'm going to be doing a pink one. And, 2 bunnies, 2 elephants, and I have a chickie. Yep, so it's lots of halo. That is amazingly soft and works perfect. And I have washed these, and they work up very well. So that was what I was working on yesterday. But then my daughter said to me, Mom, do you have any washcloths made up? I need a set. I had one half made that was sitting here. And if you recall, I had bought my very first big twist cotton from Joann's. I had not known that they had cotton from Joann's. Now, I don't have the yarn. I don't have any more of it. Well, there was a little tiny piece, and I didn't bring it out here, and I should have. But anyway, the moral of the story is it's a good one. I used the big twist to make 2 washcloths for my daughter so she could give them away. And when I got to the end of the second one, I had to actually pull out a different color and do the border because this cake or ball was only 96 yards. And I looked at a skein that was very similar to it from Premier Home, and they have 105 yards. So the moral of the story is, if I would have used, where did I read that? If I would have used the home cotton, I would have had enough to do both washcloths. So Deb says the random draw was number 10 and the winner was Maribel. So congratulations to Maribel. She won the jewelry this week. Thanks for playing that game. And so if you're going to use the big twist and you're going to do the farmhouse washcloth, that's the one I like to do now. It will need a border for the second washcloth, or you could go, I guess you could probably go down to an H hook. I use an I on my washcloths. And then you could, most likely, if you went down to an H, you could get a second washcloth out of it. But yeah, so that was cool. How are we doing on time? Oh, really? So, Teresa, you love Big Twist, but did you know about the cotton Big Twist? Because I didn't know about it. I guess if it was in the store, I didn't pay attention. I probably glanced over it and thought it was Premier Home and didn't realize that it was Big Twist. So, yeah, I was very upset yesterday because I wanted to use my rewards from Michaels. Now, a lot of you do not know about the rewards from Michaels. Apparently, I have been giving my phone number for rewards from Michaels for years and years and years and years. And they had never really gave any rewards. I mean, they did, but it was a little mail-in card to you, and it had coupons on it. That was all. But a lot of those coupons, except for the one that said 25% off all things, even clearance, blah, blah, blah. That's the only one that I thought was a good deal. The rest of the rewards was, So all of a sudden, like within the last month or so, maybe January, they started doing, okay, thank you. Thanks, Teresa. I thought so. They started doing rewards programs. So I bought some stuff. Well, I bought a whole bunch of stuff in the store in January. Well, I didn't get any rewards for it. And I'm like, hey, Stephanie got $40 to spend. I didn't get any. I was like, meh. So I went on their website and I did some stuff, and I found out that I had mine rewards for so long that I went ahead and I had to like activate it or some stupid thing. I don't know. But the last time I ordered from Michaels, which was the Flex, it gave me a coupon for $10 off. So I wanted to use it because they do expire. Aw, Granny D. Thank you. So last night I went down because I wanted to see if they had any of the roving ice cream. Oh my gosh. Roving ice cream number 4 with Halo. Come on. I got to have it. I got to have it. And the colors. Well, I'm not paying $10 a skein. But I thought I have a coupon for 25% off or 20% off my order. So I'll see if Michael's has any. Not a one. They didn't even have regular ice cream. So I didn't get any. But I wanted to know about the rewards. So I had $10 already earned. That was awesome. So I did get a few things from Michael's last night that I will show you. Voucher, yeah. Yeah. It did say that it expired. Yeah, it does have a date on it. All right, so what is going on? Well, I have a little bit of okay, so I wanted to do another cowl or another capelet like this, only I want to do it in crochet. So I have picked out a pattern. Someone helped by sending it to me. They didn't know that I was looking for something like that, but they did help. So I'm going to be using Barcelona Big on this, and this is the colorway I chose. It's not exactly an Outlander color, but it screamed, do this color. So it's called Clay. It's Michael's Loops and Threads yarn, and I'm going to be doing this crochet along next. And I'm not done with mine, which is fine because I like to do them with you. That's what this is all about. And so I have a little bit of it started, and this one will have a section where it's going to be a collar. And so if you are wanting to do this one, a little heads up, it is a 5 bulky, and I'm using a big skein of this, and it's saying it's 410 yards, which is plenty. I'm sure to do this. However, I'm going to, and you'll need I'm sure you're going to need buttons. Now, however, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding some of this Hygge with halo on the edges of my capelet to give it a real soft touch to it. So that's my intention for the next live make-along. Yeah. I've got to see what time it is. Oh, okay. It's getting there. We're getting there. And so far, I'm still here. I haven't blocked out. You can still hear me. There's no buzzing driving you crazy. Nobody. Oh, I can't believe it. What happened? Awesome. Okay, so reminders. I've got 2 or 3 reminders here. Hats, and more hats will be ending today. Get your hats in for February because, you don't want to miss out on anything. Great. Okay, great. Hats, and more hats. The yarn for the month was this gorgeous stuff. Glowing from Yarn Bee. Oh my gosh, you guys. If you haven't seen the video, I'll show you again. My Ross hat is just gorgeous. Oh my gosh. So I will be doing a recap on that in my next episode when I finish this, which I'm planning to finish it today. And my crochet one and wrap that up for February. And then what yarn are we using for March? We're going to use Craft Smart Value from Michaels in this gorgeous Dakota color. So this is going to be spotlighted for March, and the winner will win one of these. So make sure you plan on doing a March hat. All right. The post for March should be up sometime tomorrow. So that'll be fun. And I'll be doing a knit hat and a crochet hat with that yarn. All right, let's see, what else do we have? Shall we start the Christie's Closet D-Stash today? It is some Dollar Tree Flowers yarn. I see everybody is looking for it all over the place. Well, you know what? They can have it. I don't want any more. Am I passing on something terrible to you? Possibly. But it will let someone use it and try it that has no Dollar Tree or whatever. So if you don't want to win this yarn, don't comment when we give it away. I have 2 skeins of the flowers here, and they are called Cascade. Now, this flowers is 4 medium, 111 yards in the skein. And if you notice, it's called flowers because it has what appears to be flowers throughout the yarn. Now, what do you think this is? It's a knot. It is a knot in the yarn. It actually isn't in the yarn. It's actually a second color. So as you're going through, you might see that. So I'm like, okay, that's fine if they stay. And the other day there was one, I was picking it up and carrying it to do something, and there was one that had an extra piece. You know how a yarn will have an extra piece of something, and it was sticking off. So I pulled it, and the whole entire knot came out, and I barely even pulled it. So I was like, oh, okay. All right. So that's enough of that. So your Just Yarns, I've got 2 Cascade and 1 Hydrangea. That's up for today. Deb was going to mark the chat, and all you have to do if you want to win this D-Stash is comment flowers into the chat after the mark, That's exactly right. And you will win this. You do have to have a United States address to play or win any of my giveaways. So go ahead and comment now the word flowers because Deb marked the chat and we will give this away today. You have a week to get back to me anytime you win any kind of giveaways. And so I'm going to go on while you guys are playing the game and writing flowers into the chat for that win. USA only. Absolutely. Thank you very much. And there's 42 in the room. Thank you. All right. So who wants to see what I got from Al Gray? Anybody? I know you do. Because I haven't seen it yet. I have not opened this at all. No. I know what's in here, but I don't know what it actually looks like. So let's get the scissors out. And she's Al Gray is Lori Gray. She's a moderator here in the group. If you haven't met her, she makes project bags for a lot of my giveaways. And she's an awesome friend to do that because I didn't pay her. If you ever want to own an Al Gray bag, you can message her personally and order one. So if you want to do that, be a member of my Facebook group and send her a private message and you can order one. So, because she's a moderator on my Facebook group too. Hi, Frida. Okay, so here we go. Now, I am told there are 2 bags in here. One of them is for the It's a Wrap make-along, which I'm doing with Kim, the Crafty Nomad, and that ends in March. So that is the grand prize for the It's a Wrap. So I'm going to pull these out and set them on my lap, and I'm going to tell you that this one right here, which is absolutely gorgeous, is going to be for the grand prize in It's a Wrap. You see it has a box bottom. It's beautiful. It's nice and it's just gorgeous. It's got drawstring. Isn't it beautiful? And then inside here is blue and it has her logo on here. Make sure I show that good. My friend Lori Gray makes these. She put in a little pouch for your notions to match. Oh my gosh, Lori. Little box bottoms. Yes, this is so cute. I love this. So these will be in the grand prize for It's a Wrap. Now, It's a Wrap is a make-along that I'm doing with Kim, the Crafty Nomad, and you need to have an old languishing whip from either last year or the year before and bring it on. Tell us when you started it. Find the post in my Facebook group and post a picture of it, and then post a picture when you're done. And so that was going on for January and February and now March. So you still have another, she doesn't have an Etsy shop. I just said she's a moderator here and she's a moderator in my Facebook. Just send her a personal message to order one. She doesn't have an Etsy shop. 23 entries for the flowers yarn. Thank you, girls. Okay, so that was the one that's going to be in the It's a Wrap grand prize. She did that grand prize for us before. Now, I do have a make-along going on for the pineapple Afghan. And the pineapple Afghan's bag is the orange one. And she made that one. You can see that in the announcements tab under the post for the pineapples. So that orange bag goes with that one. It is beautiful. This bag I'm going to show you in my lap is for, drum roll, hats, and more hats. The grand prize at the end of the year. So if you have a hat in every single month, January included, you can get your name into winning this bag. You ready? Are you ready? I don't know that you are. It is a tote bag. It is beautiful stitches. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Laura. You outdid yourself. Now, see, I could have kept this for myself and never said a word, and Lori would be the only one to know. No, I wouldn't do that. Okay, so beautiful zipper work. I'm going to open it up here. It is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. We're going to show you the bottom. How beautiful that work is. Lovely. Is that got? Oh, it's got all the pieces of the quilting is different. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we'll get into the inside. We have, let me open you up here. We have a beautiful pocket on this side. There's her logo. Okay. Then inside on the other, let me see. What do we got here? Oh, she put one of these. She put one of these in to put your stitch markers on. This is a beautiful bag. Lori, I can't thank you enough for making me stuff like this. In the Facebook group is the only way you're going to send her a message, most likely. And you're going to spell it Laurie. She will say something in the chat and you can see who she is. Okay, so that is going in the hats, and more hats for the grand prize. And I will be putting things in here like a set of 16-inch needles for making hats, and a pom-pom and some yarn, and oh boy, you want to be in this. So there were 53, I think, entries for January. You want to make sure you stay in, because this is the grand prize. You have to have a hat for every single month. All right, so what else are we doing? Oh, we have a winner. We have a winner for the flowers yarn. I absolutely love that bag, Lori. You outdid yourself. Yep. So our winner is Sharon Henderson. Is that who won last week? Yes, I think she won the jewelry last week. So congratulations to Sharon. Wow, 43 people here. Awesome. That is awesome. So that was just an awesome bag that you made. I'm going to show it one more time. It is so pretty, and yes, it does look vintage. Yep. It's beautiful. So that's a tote bag for a grand prize for the hats, and more hats. And then I did show the other one. This one's just as nice. It really is nice. This one is it's a wrap. Yes, she does have a lot of talent. She knits, she sews, she crochets. She drives me crazy. No. I don't know where she went. She was probably talking to her dad. Her dad comes over, or her father-in-law, I'm not sure which, comes over on Sunday morning. So she puts me on, and she doesn't say anything after the first few minutes, and it's because she's talking to him. And I understand that. All right, so What else? Oh, did you guys see? Of course, but I don't think you'll lose me. um, did you guys see the winner was Judy McKinstry for the sock yarn, and then Judy won the knit along for Valentine's Day? Isn't that crazy? So Sharon is lucky this week again. Yeah, that happens. I'm going to throw these stickers in to that giveaway because they came in something and I don't use stickers, and I figured everybody said throw the stuff in. Whatever I don't use, throw it in. So I'm going to. So you don't know what you're going to win on this channel, and you know that. Yep. Yes. Yeah, she outdoes herself. She gives to me more than I give to her. Oh my gosh, I got to send her something now. Got to think of something she doesn't have, you know. Oh, Angela, I'm sorry. Well, I did it last year too, so you know I'm going to do it again next year. This channel is a very rewarding to me because I don't have a lot of friends, and I have made a lot of friends. And I'm so grateful for all of you. Okay, well, I'm going to go on and say what we needed to do with our capelet. So I'm going to go back to the capelet one more time before I show you my Michael's haul. Okay, instructions for this. What I said was at the 28 or 29 mark, you will try your cape on. And when I tried mine on, I wanted it to cross over in the front. So I said, well, that's enough to make it look like the movie one. So I'm gonna put it on, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna cross over like that, and it's gonna pull like that when I put it on. So you got to wiggle it around and all that stuff. Yes. Okay, so if you like that length, okay, 28, 29 inches, then you will go on. If you want it a little bit wider, make it a little bit wider. There is no set rows or set stitches or anything. So at the 29 mark, what I did was I did a button row. So what I suggested to you was to knit 7 stitches, yarn over, knit 2 together, and make a buttonhole, and then knit that entire row the rest of the way. I think that all of the colors that I like for Outlanders, I just was asked a question, are grays and neutrals, browns, you know, creams, those colors, because they couldn't use a lot of reds and stuff like that because they didn't have it. So anything naturally dyed in a color from a herb or something is how they got their colors. Okay, so after you do the buttonhole, you will do 12 rows of knit. And after you knit those 12 rows, you will do another row of a button row, and you will do it the same way. Knit 7, yarn over, knit 2 together, and knit the rest of the row. So at that point, you will have 2 holes in your fabric. Then you will go on and knit 8 more rows, and that'll give you what I'm going to show you now is this panel, and they will be separated like that. You can see those buttonholes are very big. So do not do more than 1 yarn over and 1 buttonhole, because if you do it a second time, it'll be even bigger. Okay. Now, here's another thing. If you had small buttons, you might not even want to make a buttonhole. Just keep right on knitting and just push your button through your material later on and make a buttonhole. And with bulky 5, it will give and it will easily work out to where that buttonhole will be a buttonhole instead of making it. Okay, so at this point, you will, after your 8 last rows, you will cast off, and that's it. Now, my suggestion is to block it because it will be even bigger and more beautiful, but it won't stretch as much if you block it. If you don't want to, I'm not going to, because I want to give it to someone, or so that way I am letting them block it if they want to, but it will make your corners crisp. And you used acrylic yarn, so you can throw it in the washer if you want to. It's not going to hurt it at all. So that was my pattern for that. I really hope you enjoy this. I'll be looking for everybody's finished ones coming up here. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to let it go a whole nother week, possibly a third week. I might even overlap a new make-along the last week. So I might start a new make-along next Sunday with the crochet one. If anybody thinks I should overlap them, let me know. If you don't plan on doing both, you probably don't care. But if you're doing both, you're probably like, no, don't overlap them. 44 people here. Awesome. Okay, so my next things that I'm doing today is showing you my little Michael's haul. Yeah. All right. What did I get at Michael's yesterday? Well, I saw that they had, I'm not even sure when, but my allergy got a little bit better. It's funny. My eye isn't bothering me anymore. Yes, overlap them. Okay, I probably will. I always do. I do. Gives you more to, okay. All right, so that's what I'll do. So there's your instructions. That will be a 3-week turnover. Oh, I didn't show you the yarn for the Outlander inspired button cowl capelet. It's right here. This is what I'm giving away. If you do that and you post a finished project capelet, it's a big ball of the big loops and threads, Barcelona, and this colorway is Mist. Yeah, and it is 100% acrylic yarn, and I added on one of my daisy stitch markers, and this was one of the big ones. So, so that means you have 2 weeks to work on your Outlander capelet. So you definitely have 3 weeks total. So that is the yarn for that make-along. And then back to my Michael's haul. All right. Thanks for joining me today. 46 people. Woohoo! Okay, so they had this, and it is just the prettiest. Now, I'm not a yellow and orange fan, but hey, you know what? When you're making stuff to sell and you're doing baby items and things like that, you got to be versatile to all the colors. So, of course, I buy them, and then if I don't like them, I give them away to you. I tell it how it is, right? Well, this is loops and threads on Impeccable. It's an Impeccable stripes. Oh my gosh. Now, I saw blue, I think, and purple. I didn't like them all, but this one I liked. And I think they had 2 different colorways with orange in it, and the other one was orange. But I got one of these. These are on sale for $2.99 right now. A 4 medium. I think they're on the website for even less. But why I got this, 4 medium colorway is Sunrise, and you get 160 yards in these. Now, this is a lot softer than most of the Impeccables. A lot of the solid Impeccables feel like Red Heart. Yeah. Classic to me. Or whatever. Red Heart. Yeah. So this one is also 100% acrylic yarn. You can wash it, you can dry it, you can do all the good stuff with it. So why did I get this color? Yes, the color is Mist. Why did I get this color? Because I have a chickie and I'm going to do a lovey with this chickie. Oh, speaking of loveys, I showed you my lovey and it just dawned on me that I did not show you all of it. Now, a lot of times I will add a binky on the corner of my lovey, and this time I added a teething ring. You just crochet over the teething ring on the last row around, and then when you do your edging, you just when I do my edging on my loveys, I do a picot edge. I just don't do a picot edge on the corner. So that was my intention on this orange yarn, is to make a lovey for this little dude. So I'm hoping to have that to show you pretty soon too, because I want to get it up in my Etsy store. And then they had another big, what is it? Impeccable that I was very interested in. And there was only one. And I'm like, one? But see how it's a tweed? How pretty is that? So this one is called Aran Tweed. Now, I think I've bought this before, but I've never seen that many tweedy bits in it before. It was always just a few. So depending on the lot, I guess, you get tons of tweedy bits. So I got one of those. Make a hat with, and then this one. Now, I have bought this before, too. This is another tweed impeccable, and it's called Charcoal Tweed. But look at the tweedy bits. Oh my gosh. It's crazy colorful. And I have tons of this in my... I have tons. I have a lot of these, and they don't stand out as beautiful and colorful as these two. And both of them are just as pretty as the other. And these tweedy bits do not pull off. So I got these two. And then last time I went, I had bought this Dakota in the Craft Smart, and I also bought the gray. It's over there, but I thought that fell. I thought that I had bought the green one, and I got home and it wasn't. So my eyes are playing tricks on me in the store. So this time I got, gosh darn it, I got a green one, and there isn't a lot of green, which is why it plays tricks on you in the store. You have to read every label to make sure that you're getting the same colorway. So this one is called Cityscape. And so I really like the flex and everything in this yarn. So I got this one. This is, again, it's so soft, 100% acrylic yarn, 4 medium. And this one has 215 yards in it. So this jacquard line is really amazing. And for $3 and some odd cents for regular price, but of course I got 20% off. Yeah. So I got that color. And I had to get one of the cranberry one because my girlfriend, Kim, who's here now, hi, Kim, she said the ivy and cranberry is gorgeous. So I got one of them, and they had it this time. So now I can make something with that, probably a hat. It won't be right away. And then I got one in this colorway. And this one is called Minty Pink Rose Mint. Okay? But just look at that. That'll make a beautiful hat too. And then I didn't stop there. I got one more. This one is totally different than all the others. And it's because it's not the jacquard line, but it's still really pretty. It's a Craft Smart Economic Still Value Stripe, they're calling this one. But look at that. They had a couple different ones like this that were the stripe. And this one's called Berries. That is pretty. Okay, and then I got one more thing. I got two more things. I got this little bag of letters. These were a lot smaller letters. And so I got them because they were in the clearance rack and there was only one bag left. And they were $1.99. Okay. And so then the last thing I did was I went all the way through the Karen, the cakes, all the new cakes. They had Cotton Ripple, they had baby cakes, and I looked at all the different styles that they added on the cotton cakes because they have some that are marled and some that are solids, and then they also had some striped ones, and none of them spoke to me because I'm not a huge cotton cakes person, I just wasn't. But I mean, I would buy one once in a while and use it, not a big deal. But I looked around and I said, what's this baby cakes? Well, to me, the baby cakes was just they had done that before. Either Line Brand, I think it was Line Brand, had done something almost exactly like that before. They just called it something else. And if I had a skein of it here, I would tell you what that I thought it was, but I don't. But anyway, it was a very cushiony four, and it wasn't anything I needed right that minute for $10 a skein, so I didn't get any. But I thought, well, I've got to at least buy one of these. So I bought one of these Karen Ripples, the Ripple cakes, and I got it just to try to make. My plans are to make a baby sweater with it, and I got the colorway Summer Rain, which is the blue one, and oh my gosh, that is just gorgeous. Now, if you look, there are ripples in the yarn. So let's read about it. We have 100% cotton. And this one is a 3 light, which is why I wanted it. 3 light. And I agree already before I use it that it's a 3 light. And it has 8.5 ounce skein for 491 yards. Soft summer stripe. So I want to just cast on a sweater today. I do, but I'm going to wait a little bit, just a little. And I'm probably going to end up having a cast on party for tomorrow. I don't know, but I've been working on my little, and I say little because I'm knitting a sweater out of the flax, the loops and threads flax. And I really thought that it was a 4 when I started, and I have knit myself into believing it's a 3, and I needed way more stitches on this sweater, so it's going to be it's going to end up being what I call a reborn baby sweater or a preemie. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue it and finish it because it is beautiful, but it is not going to be big enough for me to sell as your normal size. But yes. Aha, somebody likes that yarn and is already starting a shawl in it. That's great. That's great. Well, girls, it's 59 minutes. I just clicked an hour on, and I hope you enjoyed this show. I really hope you are all well and are having a good weekend. I thank you so much for spending time with me because, make sure you get over there and enter in the 800 subscriber giveaway because you get your choice of a nice little package I made up. So if I have not answered and all your questions, and you need to ask me, and I always look at all the comments on all the videos. So go ahead and I will get back to you guys. So talk to y'all later. Thank you. Thank you to my moderators. Thank you to all my friends. I call you all my friends because you are. Have a great day, everybody. And good luck with your capelet. Talk to you next week. Bye now.